how poverty is unaliving more children than guns and diseases. When a child dies from hunger, we scroll past. When a child dies from a bullet, we scream. But guess what? Poverty is the real silent killer. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's call it what it is. Poverty is the real silent killer. Not guns, not diseases, not accidents. Poverty is killing more children every single day than bullets and sickness combined. But you won't see it on TikTok. Nobody's making noise about it on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook because poverty kills quietly. It doesn't spill blood on the street. It just drains life, slowly, painfully, while the world looks away. I see it every morning on my street. Little boys, not older than 9, 10, and 12 years old, waking up every morning at 5 a.m. not to get ready for school, not to say their morning prayers, but to hustle for mangoes. Yes, mangoes. They scatter around like it's a game, but it's not a game. It's survival because that mango is not a snack. It's breakfast, it's lunch, and maybe even dinner too. They climb trees with their tiny hands. They fight each other over falling fruits. They eat it raw without washing it, not because they love mangoes so much, but because their stomach is empty and they just want to feel something inside, anything, even if it's sour, even if it gives them running stomach later. I have seen kids take food from strangers without blinking, no second thoughts, because when you are starving, your brain stops caring about danger. Stranger danger, forget it. Hunger comes first. I see children digging through dustbins, looking for leftovers. I see them standing by the roadside when cars passes by, eyes wide open, hoping someone will throw some half-eaten bread or biscuit from the window. They don't care about the dangers. I see it, and I know you see it too. But we have all become numb. We don't care. We call it normal. We say, oh, now so life be. But let me tell you something. This is not normal. This is how poverty kills quietly, daily and daily. Nobody counts those numbers of deaths because they don't die with bullet wounds. They die from hunger, from hopelessness, from drinking dirty water that poisoned them slowly, from diseases that 500 naira could have cured, but nobody had 500 naira. You think it's only in the villages? No, right here in our cities, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and every major cities, kids are dying inside slums, inside one-room houses with leaking roofs and absent parents. Let me tell you about Aisha. She used to sell pure water just at my junction. She was just 9 years old, always smiling. She told me how her father got married to 4 wives, leaving them to fend for themselves. But one afternoon, she collapsed while hawking under the hot sun. They rushed her somewhere, but hunger and exhaustion had already won. She died. No guns, no disease, just poverty, extreme poverty. And that is the one killing more children than anything else. But it doesn't make breaking news. Nobody protests when hunger kills a child. Nobody marches on the street. We only make noise when there's a shooting. We only shout when there's an outbreak. But poverty, it kills in silence. And the world kept scrolling. Look around you. That boy who dropped out of school because his parents couldn't pay fees. He's at the motor park now, carrying loads to feed himself and his parents. That girl who got pregnant at 14. Poverty pushed her there. That child hawking gala in traffic instead of being in school is the same child whom you might hear tomorrow when he grows up angry and broken. Poverty doesn't just kill the body, it kills our dream, it kills our future, it kills our soul. And when we ignore it, we pay the price later. Because hunger can turn into crime, pain turn into violence, neglect turn into anger. You think those street boys start robbing because they love crime? No, hunger made them bold. Poverty killed their conscience, and society's silence gave them permission. This is why I say when poverty kills children, society bleeds. One day, that same boy who couldn't eat will grow up and will come back to collect by force, by violence, by crime. And then we will ask, how did we get here? But the signs have been there all along. You see that child crying for too long in your compound? Check on them. You see that boy always looking hungry? Feed him. Because today it's hunger. Tomorrow it could be something worse. This poverty is not just your problem. It's everyone's problem. Because when the future is broken, nobody escapes the pain. So let's stop pretending. Let's stop looking away. Let's stop saying it's none of my business. Because it is. And until we face it, more children will keep dying quietly and silently every single day. Remember this, hunger is the biggest killer of children. Not bullets, Poverty is breeding tomorrow's pain today. Every child deserves at least one full meal, a school uniform, and a shot at life. If we ignore poverty now, we must face its anger tomorrow. So do something, even if it's small. Feed a child, pay someone's school fees. You won't die. Share your extra food. Don't throw them away. Speak up. Be your brother's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. Because when poverty kills children, we all bleed. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Stanley Chooks, aka Advance, aka Pink, the fine boy.